Assalamu alaikum student. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Students, how do you spend your Eid? Hope you all enjoyed your Eid. Now student, it's a time to pay attention on your studies because you have already got your assessment paper. Learn all your June July work and solve your assessment paper with full honesty because honesty is the best policy. Now your month of August has started. So, first you make a title page of month of August and then make a title page of your unit number 7, 2 legs or 4. So, let's start our unit number 7, page number 51. Here I clear that first I unit number 7, 2 legs or 4. When the family brought the new puppy home, mom said, "Now then we must choose a name." They all stood staring at the pup. It had droppy ears and a rather long tail. No one knew quite what sort of dog it was. "Come on," said Dad. "What shall we call him?" Mandy, who was 6, nearly 7, said Jeremy. This is the story about one family who bought a new dog. They have faced a problem. How do they call that puppy? The daughter of this family, named Mandy, suggests that she shall call him Jeremy because he liked this name. But everyone refused her giving name, Polly. Why Jeremy? After Jeremy Fisher, we read about him in school today. But he was a frog, not a dog. I did like to call him Coco, said Polly, who was 5. Why Coco? Because he was sort of chocolate colored and that's my favorite. Polly. Polly is the son of this family. His age was 5. He suggests the name of that because the color of that dog was like a chocolate. That's silly, said Mandy. I shall call him Jeremy. And she walked out of the room, calling, "Come along, Jeremy." But the puppy took no notice. Then Polly walked out too, calling Coco, "Come along, Coco." But the puppy still took no notice. It stayed sitting in front of the small boy, wagging its tail, rather long tail. In some ways, they were rather alike. Both had brown hair and short legs and were rather fat. बट मैंडी जो इस फैमिली की सबसे बड़ी बेटी थी इसी बात पे सा कर रही थी कि हम इसको जर्मी कह के बुलाएंगे, लेकिन ऐसा ना हुआ। जब वो रूम से जाने लगी तो उसने डॉग को आवाज़ दी जर्मी कहकर, बट डॉग ने कोई भी नोटिस नहीं लिया। इसी तरह पॉली जब घर से निकलने लगा तो उसने इस डॉग को कॉल किया कोको, बट पॉली स्टिल नॉट रिप्लाइड बिकॉज उसको ये नाम पसंद ही नहीं था। वो छोटे बच्चे के सामने आराम से बैठा रहा। ये दोनों आपस में मिलते जुलते ज़रूर थे क्योंकि इनके बाल भी कहते हैं ब्राउन थे और ये एक दूसरे से मिलते इस तरह थे कि दोनों फैट से बॉय थे। बट डॉग को इनाम पसंद नहीं था, इसलिए वो उनके साथ नहीं गया. You try going out of the room, Ben, said Dad. And you call the puppy, said Mum, and see what happens, they said. They smiled at one another. Nothing would happen, they thought. Okay, said Ben. Come on, Ben, he said, and he went out with the puppy following. Mum and Dad looked at one another with their mouth open. But these names, Jemmy and Coco, are so long, and father insists we have to give him short name. Ben, the younger son of this family, said we should call him Ben because it is short. अब तो ये देखकर दोनों भाई बहनों को बहुत गुस्सा आया. मैंडी और पॉली इस बात पे बहुत गुस्सा हुए कि डॉग ने उनकी बात पे तो रिप्लाई नहीं किया, उनके नेम पे तो नहीं आया और he is only playing with a band. Then they come to their father and mother and ask him what's happened. So mother said, you have to call him Polly, Ben. So they do so. उन्होंने ऐसे ही किया और उसको बैन नाम से पुकारा तो वो फौरन उनके पास आ गया. Because dog like this name too. See, said mother. He answered to his name. It's going to be very confusing, said dad. As time went by, they found it was useful to have both a son and a dog with the same name. Because Mandy and Polly were at school, Ben spent all day with Ben, and the same word served for both. Be quiet, for example. Stop one yelling and the other yelling. Both came when the name was called and sat down when ordered to, and each looked equally pleased when told. What a good boy, Ben! And indeed, Ben was a good puppy. He never made a mess. He never chewed curtain or cover. He ate well and he slept soundly at night. And he copied everything that the boy did. If Ben laughed, Ben barked. If Ben cried, Ben howled. If Ben lost his temper and roared, Ben growled. And one day, Mom looked out of the window to see not one but two Bens turning. Some stages on the lawn. Sometimes, of course, there was confusion, like I took Ben to have his job today, to the doctor or the vet, or Ben wants a biscuit, custard cream, or a dog biscuit, or Ben's been ever so good today. Goodbye or a good dog, but mostly it worked very well until one day it's all changed. Dad came home to find Mom very worried. Thanks goodness you are back, she said. Why? What happened? Ben, been very naughty, said Monday. He won't go a single thing Mom says, added Polly. Which Ben? Two legs or four? Two, said Mom. At the moment, Ben the boy came into the room, followed by Ben the dog. Speak to him, said Mom to Dad. Come here, Ben, said Dad. The dog obeyed. The boy stayed where he was. Do you hear me, Ben? Said Dog. The boy did not reply. The dog wagged its rather long tail. You see, said Mother. Dad bent and sit down before his son. What's the matter? Why don't you answer me? I told you were talking to the dog. You said, come here, Ben, and do you hear me, Ben? But that's your name too, they all cried. No, it's not, said the small boy. But it create very problems for the family. बैन का नाम जब बैन रखा गया तो इस नाम ने बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम इस फैमिली के लिए क्रिएट कर दी। जब भी कोई बैन को बुलाता तो दूसरा बैन चला आता। अगर एक बैन हंसता तो दूसरा बैन बाक करता। अब प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि इस मसले को कैसे सॉल्व किया जाए। एक दिन माँ बहुत परेशान बैठी हुई थी कि उनके बाबा आ गए। उन्होंने उनसे कहा कि भाई ये तो बड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो गई है। मैं अगर बैन को आवाज़ देती हूँ तो डॉग भागा हुआ आ जाता है। अगर मैं डॉग को कोई ऑर्डर करती हूँ तो बैन वो करने लगता है। सो हम इसका क्या करें? उनके फादर भी बहुत परेशान होते हैं। फिर वो कहते हैं बैन को कॉल करते हैं। तो जब बैन को कॉल किया जाता है तो उनका बेटा तो आता नहीं। वो डॉगी जो है वो जल्दी से भाग के अपने मालिक के सामने आ जाता है और अपने दुम हिलाने लगता है। इस बात को देख के फादर भी बहुत परेशान होते हैं और आखिर अपने बेटे को बुलाते हैं कि तुम्हें जब मैंने आवाज़ दी तो तुम क्यों नहीं आए? उसने कहा आपने मुझे तो आवाज़ नहीं दी, आपने तो डॉगी को आवाज़ दी थी, वो आया था आपके सामने। तो उन्होंने कहा नहीं बैन तुम्हारा भी नाम है। इस बात पे अब जो बैन बॉय होता है वो बहुत ज़्यादा कंफ्यूज हो जाता है और चुप हो जाता है। ना बॉय वॉज कंफ्यूज कि अब क्या किया जाए। ही आस्क्ड टू हिज फादर कि चेंज द नेम ऑफ दैट डॉग। जर्मी तो अब खुश हो गई। वो कहने लगी मैडी कहने लगी कि ओके हिज नेम इज जर्मी बट पॉली से नो नो हिज नेम वॉज कोको बट फादर सेज नो all were quiet. Father says, what about the name of Bartholomew? At the sound of this name, the puppy wagged its rather long tail like mad. अब बाबा ने जब उनके ये नाम पुकारा तो पपी को भी नाम बहुत पसंद आया और वो दौड़ता हुआ अपने मालिक के पास आया और दुम हिलाने लगा। द बॉय ग्रिन्ड ऑल ओवर हिज फेस। अब सारे बच्चे जो थे वो तो आपस में उनके फेस पे शर्मिंदगी से आ गई। ही लाइक्स इट क्राइड हिज सिस्टर। बार्थोलोमेव क्राइड हिज मदर यस मॉम। अब पपी का ये नाम जो था बिल्कुल सेलेक्ट हो गया। इसमें अब कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, ना किसी बच्चे से मैच करता था और पपी को भी ये नाम बहुत पसंद था। सो स्टूडेंट, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस स्टोरी. If you still not understand about this story, you can ask me on your WhatsApp group. I will explain everything. Now is the time of your assignment. English A. First assignment of month of August. Unit 7. Two legs or four. Question number 1. What name would you suggest for the puppy and why? Answer. Brownie, because his color was also brown. Question number 2. In what ways were Ben and the puppy alike? Answer. Both the Bens had brown hair, short legs, and were rather fat.